For more content like this, log on to gibbopresents.com.
It's Gibbo, and right now I'm joined by an artist who recently re-released his single Farmer Man on 12 Yard Records. Here to talk about it, the accompanying video, and much more. It is Fari DiFuture. How are you?
Yes, more love. Blessed love, Gibbo. All is well, giving thanks as usual. Rastafari.
As a child growing up in Jamaica, I believe you had vocal training as well as guitar and drum lessons. Was this something that your parents, who are singers too, encouraged you to do, or were these things that you wanted to do yourself?
Well, it was more of encouragement, because when I was younger, you don't know where exactly you're really trying to go as of yet. However, I knew that my father and my mother were like singers, musicians, from in the band. So they instilled their talents upon me at a younger age. So hopefully I could harness it, So I guess it worked out, We give thanks because, right now, trust me, it amazed me, It amazed me. But it's a joy still.
Your mother and father were both members of Midnight Riders. Can you introduce the band to people watching this interview who may not be familiar with them and mention a couple of their most popular songs?
All right, so my mother and father are from the band called Midnight Riders. As well as and I uncle, we call him Sharky, same way. So it was a trio. A lot of popular songs in the 70s and 80s, songs like Wanted, Clash in a Rhythm, Youth Man Invasion, and most of these songs are recorded for Coxsone, so, they were known in my community as we have said, celebrities at one point in time, however, if we speak about notoriety, to say they're big, they never really went huge, you see what I'm saying, but they were known to us as our first inspiration, so we give thanks for that, and it's a joy,
You were born and raised in Colville Gardens in Kingston, but today you reside in New York. When did you make the move to America, and why did you relocate?
Well, at the age of 19, my mother and father, my mother migrated, so I was living with my father for a while, And then after school, my mother decided that she wanted me to come and, stay amongst her, stay me and thing. But during that point in time, you get more in tune with yourself, because you find, say, it is not the same as living in Jamaica. Your youth is something where you have a treasure, because in America, your love, the love for what you do tend to decrease. Because you might have a try and find a work, or, So the transition was never really my choice. It was more of a parental choice. But they are still, and I overcome it.
Were you writing and recording music prior to your move to New York?
No. I was, as a matter of fact, yes, I was writing, but not recording. So I was recording. I started recording at around 18, but I was writing music at a time, from when I was in high school, professional recording, I started recording around, I can't say 18, but in terms of writing, I was writing back in the islands.
So once you arrived in America, did you take a pause, or were you looking for a studio as soon as you landed?
Yeah, because after you experience the culture shock, remember, you don't really know anyone, you don't have any connections to any studios, or you don't know even who is who. So my whole experience was basically trying to learn the whole place, because it was new to me. So after you settle, you start finding people who you're familiar with. So here and there, you start venturing into things that you love, So I stumbled upon a couple of studios now after venturing around and thing. And then we start the whole recording process, Yes, I.
So how long after you arrived was it when you began to record in America?
Well, like I said, I arrived at 19. So like around, I want to say 21, seeing when we link up now with a little home studio we call, well, this youth named Big Drops. Seeing, so we start record something there. But we never really got the sound that we were looking for at the time. See, me and my hygiene now, Ryan Skull, we constantly move around and look and adventure for like the studios. But we couldn't find none until we stumbled upon this studio called Attic Studio in Jamaica, Queens, New York. See, so that's where now we started to get the more professional sound that we were looking for. See, and from there, we're here. See.
And is that where you recorded Farmer Man?
Yes.
Take me back to when you came up with the concept for and then wrote Farmer Man. What was the single prompted by?
Well, honestly, it was a natural vibration. It was nothing that was, I said, like, I actually tried to go and seek any information. There was something more in it, seeing, because this was the time where I met up with a band, seeing, and we were moving around, seeing, and trying to find certain sounds, and it was new to I and I as well. So I invited them to the studio. So when I invited them there, one of my agents now, seeing, touch him, have a whole bunch of rhythm, seeing, and I think the rhythm played, and the first line I uttered was, "Them say you're Jot in a Jamaica," and from there, like the whole vibration just starts. We pretty much expand on, the whole Farmer Man concept, and find the song, and then we did, of course, we did some research. We had to tap into the element and find out more about the farming same way, so we can make sure the message is conveyed correctly. Seeing, but it was never nothing that I actually like tried to, go out and just, it's a natural vibration, tell you the truth.
How underappreciated are farmers in Jamaica?
Oh, very much, very much. I mean, on a minute level, of course, the community we appreciate the farmers, seeing, but I mean, if you're looking at a more global scale, I don't think farmers are much appreciated as opposed to, a big company who sells, like a big company who exports, like farm, like we say now, like local products, etc. Farmers are the key players seen in agriculture, but yet still they get the least. Not only the farmers, also the vendors in the markets who get up every day and actually sell, goods. They're wrongfully treated, because if and a matter of fact, they don't even get the proper locations to actually showcase their goods. Seeing, so I think they're really underappreciated. Seeing.
What do you think needs to be done by either the government or the public to better support farmers and vendors in Jamaica specifically?
Well, proper infrastructure. I mean, a better way of how certain things are being dealt with. As you can see, there's a whole heap of importations of stuff overseas that we can produce ourselves. See? So we find that if we lean onto a more sustainable living, we can progress better as opposed to just taking stuff from overseas. So I think a proper infrastructure is better to ensure that farmers, likewise the vendors, same way, are properly treated, and make sure that we are benefiting first from our product. Seeing, because of course we are the ones who nurture it, we care for it, and then we just export it, and then nothing comes in. Seeing, so I think we need more proper infrastructure. I see some things going on still, and I'm not gonna lie, I see some things going on. So we have to give thanks to him. I think people are more, with a certain, in tune, with sustainability. Seeing they are more healthy. I mean, they are more thinking, more health conscious. So we give thanks for these things. However, I think the government needs to do a better. Seeing, we need better plans. We need plans. See, and we need more proper execution to build up our, we are saying now, our economy certainly with farming.
I have to say, I love Natty Rebel's artwork for the single, which shows Jamaica and what is grown in each parish. Did you have any involvement in the design?
Well, I want to say no. See, you know, I mean, I actually because you know the re-release is under Yaadcore's label, see? So the vision was actually Yaadcore's vision, CMA still. And then he actually showed it to I, and I mean, I actually saw the vision, CMA. I love it, you know what I mean? Because anything that uplifts where I'm from, I'm for that. See what I'm saying? So the vision was really his, it was really mine. He had the concept in his about the song, you know, so I allowed him to really express himself, because sometimes it is better to take like directions, you know, as opposed to speed, you know. So the direction was seemingly positive to I, so we give thanks.
As you said, the single was re-released on Yaadcore's label, 12 Yard Records. It was also, I believe, the first release on that label. When and how did you and Yaadcore first meet or come into contact with each other?
It's funny because I actually saw Yaadcore in Jamaica still, you know. But we never really get the connections there. I always, you know, see Yaadcore play same way, you know, the Dub-Wise events, them, and I think the mistake really happened when I was promoting the project called Generation Y, scene, and I saw that I was playing up at Jeremy Freeman's event, Deadly Dragon, that's in the city, New York City. So I was playing there, and I actually got the opportunity to perform that night, scene. And how ironic it is that the song that I actually sung was Farmer Man, see. So from there, you know, the connections, you know, it makes me, and I'm listening to CD where I give, man, you know what I mean? From there, so we have the, you know, the re-release of Farmer Man, so the link it's sealed.
Were you in any way hesitant about re-releasing the single, or did you think it didn't get the proper attention the first time rounds?
Yes, I mean, the first time around, I mean, independently, we were pushing it, but we never really have the platform to really, we just said then, make the song gain the traction or gain the life. Seeing? So I think it was the prime opportune time, seeing, for bring the song to life. You know, see it, and in a time where there's so much we just say like GMO foods, seeing so much, you know, like whole heap of things where them are giving nowadays, where you know really good for I and I still. So I think it was the right time. And as I said before, people more health conscious and more in tune, you know, to the levity. Seeing, so Farmer Man is the right, I said, the right message to bring across to the people. So I think it was the opportune time to really release the song with the Yaadcore, you know. So we give thanks to you.
Are you a 12 Yard Records artist? Will all your material be released through the label from now on?
Well, not all material still, you know what I mean? But we are in collaboration, same way. But not all material. Right now, we're solely working with the Yaadcore, same way. You don't know, we have my uncle have family the same way, Hilltop Records, but right now, a Yaadcore, same way. We have put some work to, you know? Yes, sir.
The Farmer Man video was filmed in Jamaica, which seems like a natural choice. Can you give me an outline of the video, as I haven't seen the whole thing yet, just the teaser, and tell me exactly where it was shot?
Gentlemen, they say, well, I'll give you the video, I already give up. But, I mean, we visit a whole bunch of locations, you know, like we chat through St. Elizabeth, a place called Come Up In. I mean, we have a couple spots there. Seeing the concept behind the whole video is just to highlight, you know, the luscious vegetation, seeing me, and you know, just to pay homage. Seeing the vibration behind it, man, is just, you have to just wait for it. We can't really give it too much right now, but just look out for it, you know, only for knowledge.
This Thursday, August the 17th, the video premiere and meet and greet will take place at Yaadcore Kitchen in Brooklyn. Then the following night, there will be a release party in Manhattan. We don't often see artists putting as much emphasis on the release of a video. Is this a demonstration of how important you feel, one, visuals, and two, interacting with your fans are?
Yes, because I mean, I have this mindset, seeing. I feel like less is more, seeing, and more is less sometimes. So I believe in Farmer Man. I believe in the song, seeing. I believe the song has a message that needs to be heard at this point in time, seeing. So any which way I can push the song to its highest extent, I'm going to do it, seeing. So that's why we take the steps, the necessary steps. We release the single first. See, now we're coming out with the actual visual. Now to see the visual, we have a more intimate setting now, where people can come and actually, get a one-on-one with the artist now at the meet and greet, and then we have the acoustic same way. So it's just bringing, our building the traction, and also, just bringing a more oneness amongst, when I say no, my brothers and sisters see me, whilst, just all a joy see me. You see me, I say, so it make more sense to do everything in stages. And as the king say, progress proceed by stages. So, you have to take the necessary directions to make sure that, the input that you put in with the video, when it's time to output it, seeing, it actually resonates. So that's why we take these steps. Yes, sir.
How long ago was it when you and Atachi first linked up?
Well, we linked up in 2014, 2015 at an event at Barrow College, So at that time I was pushing my own thing, seeing, well clear the slogan, seeing, and he was in a band. So at the time now we link up, just natural vibration, see me. I saw him perform, he saw me perform, and we set the link from there, and then we collaborated on a project called Generation Y. So I want to say like about 3 years now.
And did you two just click from day one?
Yeah, because the natural energies, I mean, whenever you see the reflection, seeing, it's always a positive vibration, seeing me. And we as Rastafari children know, is one sound, is oneness, so of course it'll go gravitate, seeing me, because of the same energy, seeing. So yes,
I think I saw a photo of you wearing a Manchester United shirt. Are you a big fan?
What? From a youth, man. From youth stage. I mean, Andy Cole, from Dwight York, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We can't tell you names, man. I've always been a childhood fanatic of Manchester United. My aunt actually lived in England for a while. That's where I had all of my Manchester games from, My grandmother was residing in Manchester for a while. So, I just inboard something, man, I tell you.
Andy Cole and Dwight York, that takes me back as well.
Yeah, man. You see, so if you're a true follower of the game of football, you know that Manchester had two of the most elite black forwards, in club football. One from Trinidad, and one from, I think Andy Cole is from Jamaica, who reside in England, So at that time, they were the most prolific, So we give thanks, man, to my team that.
Before we finish, is there anything else you would like to mention, or anyone that you want to big up?
I mean, we want to big up the whole world, I mean, we love everybody. I mean, right now, the movement, All Clear movement and 12 Yard, like the collaboration that we have right now is something we really want to put this thing out to the world, and never impact, So my thing is more of, social awareness, more upliftment, So we connect with people more on a daily basis. I mean, we just need the people to continue giving us the strength, so we can produce as much as we can, Seeing so, strength out to the world, man. I mean, in every diaspora, Africa, United States, Europe, one connection, the whole human race. You know, because Rastafari is love, you know, and love is life. Seeing so, that's joy.
I should have asked you earlier, is there an EP, a mixtape, or an album in your plans for the near future?
Right now, we're pushing singles, you know. But of course, definitely, album is in plan. Seeing, I mean, just stay tuned, you know. As I said before, you know, the whole human race, you know, seeing. And we're going to get to them in stages, you know. And we are look forward to Africa same way, seeing. So, the land of, you know, the first, Al-Kebilan. Yes, sir.
Farmer Man is available now for digital downloads. The video premiere and meet and greet takes place this Thursday, August the 17th at Yaadcore Kitchen in Brooklyn, and the release party takes place the following night at Horace Cafe in Manhattan. And if you can't make it to either event, check out the video online next week, yes. Monday, August the 21st.
And also, Gibbo, yes, we're going to be at Lovers Rock in NYC, August the 20th. Seeing? So we have the meet and greet on the 17th. Then we have the release party same way, the acoustic performance, which is the 18th. And we are also going to be at Lovers Rock on the 20th. Seeing? So just keep the ones them in tune, seeing we keep on follow the movement. The social media is Fari _DiFuture, FARI_DIFUTURE. Seeing? Facebook, Instagram, seeing. I love seeing me. There's more joy. Just stay tuned to the movement. In order to gain the heights of wisdom, one must know, learn, execute, and rise. Rastafari.
Lovers Rock, I believe that's Tompkins Avenue in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Fari DiFuture, thanks a lot.
Yes, Selassie the first, my lord. Blessings, Gibbo.
Gibbo presents